On this video, we're going to take a look at this washing machine out of the box. I'm going to show you how to actually install new plumbing for a new washer dryer. That's a 2-in-1. In addition, we're going to show you how to do the plumbing. We're going to be using the Oatey lead-free tinning flux and what things you need to do to get it all done, as well as looking at how to solder the pipes with a butane cylinder and the soldering. Stay tuned for the whole video. What's going on, everybody? So today we're going to be installing this into this retrofit closet. So we got a washing machine. It's a 2-in-1. So that's a laundry washing machine and a dryer in one. It does not require an external venting. And this is what we got to hook up the lines from here into this. So this is going to make things easier. I would recommend this over fudging with any sort of like hose or anything like that. Pay the money, install this into your wall, and then you're not going to worry about leaks or anything like that. And if you ever need to disconnect the machine, all you have to do is just unscrew those things. So what do you get? Quadro makes this not only for the copper pipes, but it also makes it for the plastic ones, the new ones with the shark bite connections. So let's basically install this. So this is, you just cut a hole this size into the wall, and that's basically it. And then you just connect it. So let's go and do this. So you have two valves. You have the cold, blue obviously, and then the hot. There are 3 holes in here. They also gave you this little cover here, so you can clip that in if you're not going to be using one of the holes. So that's kind of nice. The way this clicks in is there are these little notches here. They line up here, and then there's a little lip under here. So when you put this in, you just line up the notches like that, and then you just turn it, and that's it, and then you're done. And then this is for your PVC pipe underneath, and then the hose from the machine is going to just go in there, and then there will be a PVC pipe in here that's essentially connected to our drain pipe, which is that there's a tub over there because there's a bathroom in there. So that's basically how we're going to do this. I'm just going to show you this side here. So here is the bathroom. There's a tub there, and here you have your 2 copper pipes. So we're going to have to cut this. We're going to add a splitter, so we'll be coming out this way and this way. This obviously turns off the water, so we're going to close the water valves right now. So when we unscrew this or we cut this, we're going to solder an extension for the hot and the cold. That's going to come out that way. And we're going to feed the pipes upwards and connect them to the bottoms here. When we're going to do the same thing with the pipes. So quite easy. Let's get started. All right, so step 1 is to obviously find a place for this and cut a hole in. Now we're obviously just doing this quickly for now because we're just getting in all the plumbing, but this is essentially how it's going to be. And then from here, we're going to connect it to here, from here to here, and then the pipe is essentially going to go here. Now you always want to make sure that this is actually higher, and then that way if something happens to the washer, because we have the warranty, we just unplug all the cables, move this out, and then this remains. All right, so once you have the hole and you've measured the pipes and you cut them all, you need to put this in. Now they provided you with these brackets. Now these brackets are meant so this essentially rests on it, right? And then the pipe is essentially going to go in here. And now we take this, and then we're going to essentially just put the drain pipe in there. Now I'm not going to get into the plumbing, but essentially this is just a 2.5-inch pipe. There's an elbow here. Then we got another piece here, and then that piece. That piece is this piece, and then that is connected to here. And this is like a rubber splitter. You can see that. This is the original one. This is the original one. This is the drain pipe for the tub. And then we simply just connected that to this, and that's it. And then we got to cut this now, and then solder new pipes in here with this. So we're going to put this in here, and then that water is going to essentially run over underneath here and connect to here, and then this is going to be closed or open. So if we want to turn off the water, we can turn it on and off, and then the hoses of course are going to go back in here. So this is a pipe cutter. It's got an adjustable handle, so the way it works, you place this on the pipe, you tighten it up, and then you turn it like 5 times, and then you tighten it up a little more, and you keep tightening it, keep turning it, keep tightening it, and turn it until it actually cuts the pipe. Then you want to make sure you use sandpaper to grind off the excess before you pour.
Teraz, gdzie ten co kupiłeś?
We will also be taking a look at the Oatey lead-free tinning flux when you're soldering pipes, if you happen to do plumbing. So it looks very gray and pasty. There's a brush that came with this, that's what you're going to use.
Nie jest taki, żeby być.
Also put it on top of the copper pipe.
Dobrze. Teraz będziesz mi tak trzymał.
So now we're going to place a wet rag so the whole thing doesn't just heat up too much. We're going to use a torch. Going to grab our solder. Here's how to change a benzo torch. Just unscrew the top. And you just twist it back on. And you release the valve, just like at a barbecue. And then you just use the provided rock to light it. And you can use that to adjust the flame height and strength. We're going to lift it up, use the solder, and just heat that up. Don't burn the plastic.
Super.
And that's done. Let's go to the next one. You're turning it around as it's melting in between the copper pipe and the valve. If you don't have the ability to solder, you can buy additional adapters and then screw them into the copper pipe and then onto the thread. That's just going to cost you more money. And there you go. And they're ready to be put in. So these brackets you want to screw in. And this is what's going to hold the box in place. You don't necessarily need to do it this way. They provided you four so you can do it depending on your preference. So we decided to put them beside each other because the placement of the pipe is actually better on the edge for us. So the pipes are in, we're going to solder them. And here you can see the connections. Alright, so we have cut this, it's not soldered yet. We've placed this in. One pipe is extended, and then the second one is right over here. It's also extended. And then the pipes are coming in here, and you can see there's the elbows, and it's going up behind the wall, up in here, and right in there. So now we're gonna go solder. So now we're gonna be attaching it on the inside of this closet. So again, we're attaching a paste on top of the pipes. Then we're going to add them to the elbows, and then we're going to fit them in and then solder on both ends. Just be careful you don't set a fire. Usually you want to put a piece of metal kind of behind the pipe there, so that way if the flame travels it's not going to set anything on fire. Don't do this if you have any insulation. Alright, so we just finished soldering right here, and we're going to turn on the water. First test the water, is coming out. Alright. It's not leaking, Up. Hey, it's coming. So you got two hoses. One says hot, one says cold. There's blue, that's your cold. So you basically place this on with the 90-degree, and then you just tighten it up. And then you connect this to the blue. Tighten it up with a wrench. Alright, so you got your two hooked up. Your hose goes in there. This little plastic piece is also provided, so when there's pressure or water, it doesn't. And then now we're gonna go plug in the machine. Plugged in. Where is what? So a lot of work here, but it's all hooked up and it's working. Yep, did the plumbing. It's all hooked up. Perfect. So that's how to install this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.